Hi guys, so this is my analysis on Ethereum. What am I expecting on Ethereum? If you watch my previous analysis on Ethereum, you can see my target was, as you all know, my negative 27% is always my first target, and my second target is always my negative 61.8%. And we can see we are currently around that area. I'm playing around that area. So what am I expecting after? Then I'm expecting, because let me delete since it has been analysis have been validated, let me delete it and let's see what next. As of right now, let me delete that, so at least we can get more of a clearer view on what we are working at. Okay, perfect. So what am I seeing right now? We can see there've been a breakup structure around this area right here, and an imbalance as well, and it hasn't been filled yet. So I'm just gonna put it right at this level right here, an imbalance right there, for us to see that we might push up to that level before we now see what next. I can also draw a trend line right at this level just to give us a little bit more on what we are working on. So this trend line right here, just to give us a little bit more we are working on. Yep. So what am I expecting? I'm still expecting a bit of like a push to, and this will be a push to the upside a little bit, a possibility just to fill in this imbalance around this area. Then we might continue to drop to the downside. That's a possibility, and my next target for that would be my second negative 61.8% fib level, and that is around this area. Let me just put it that way before we now see what we are looking into. We might get there, or we might just continue to push up, because my overall, let me go to a smaller time frame just like a quick refresh, because my overall target is still around this, my negative 27%, which is on my daily time frame, an impulse correction and a continuation to at least around that area, but we have to take it one step at a time. So there's a possibility we might still push down here around this trend area before we continue to push to the upside. So that's that, we have to take it one step at a time. So what am I expecting now? Right, what I'm expecting is we might just come up to this imbalance right here to fill in that imbalance. Then if you see a lot of rejection around that imbalance, then we might continue to push to the downside. But if I see like a golfing candle close around this trend line right here, and I see a retest, then we have to like push it up to at least maybe my target around this area, because there is an imbalance around that area too, that there was a breakup structure and it hasn't come back to retest that one too as well. So I see a possibility that we might come up to that level to see what next. So that will be my next target if we break this zone right here, because this zone is also significant zone. We can see rejection around that zone. So we just have to be a little bit patient to see what we are dealing with. But as of right now, because let me use my fib to see where we are currently at. Yeah, okay, around my negative 27% level. So that's shows that we might, because as of right now this here is my negative 27% fib level, so that shows we might start rejecting off of that level to give us like a third touch, then continue to push to the downside, because we can see, we can call this a first touch, a second touch, and this can be a possible touch. But for that to be a possible touch, for like third touch, I prefer it to at least give us rejections around that trend line, then continue to push down. And my next target is 1565 around that area, or like I said, we might push up a little bit more to fill in this imbalance before we continue to push the downside, and that is around 1719. Or if I see a golfing candle and a probably retest and rejections around this area, then my next target would be this imbalance right at this level right here, which is around 1819, around that area, before we now continue to push the downside. So those are just my scenarios that I'm looking on Ethereum. We just have to wait, we just have to get more data for us to know what next. But these are just my overall scenario, and we just have to be open-minded. So hope this is insightful, guys. Please don't forget to do your own research and use proper risk management, and I will see you in my next analysis. Thank you for watching.